And away from Nigeria, hundreds of people marched to the Department of Home Affairs head office in Pretoria yesterday to demand their identity document be unlocked. Some say they have been able to use their IDs for nearly 2 decades. Reports say the march, which was organized by the civic group Soil of Africa, saw many of the protesters traveled overnight by bus from other provinces and slept outside the department offices. The protest said the protesters said their identity documents were blocked without notice or reason. According to them, without IDs, they are unable to access social grants, the health system, employment, and others. Past Donald Trump's spiraling tax and spending bill in a significant and hard-fought victory for the president and his domestic agenda. After a grilling session on Capitol Hill, the House of Representatives passed the bill by a vote of 218 to 214 yesterday, after it was earlier approved in the Senate by one vote. Speaking to reporters yesterday evening, Trump said the bills would turn the country into a rocket ship.
We're sort of celebrating like the biggest bill of its kind ever signed, and it's going to make this country into a rocket ship. It's going to be really good. Well, I talked to a lot of different Republicans in doing it, and we had a good time in being there. I did not have much of a problem with any of them. As you know, we had 2 negative votes, but we had whatever it was, the final vote.
Is expected to sign it into law at a ceremony today. Meanwhile, Donald Trump has revealed that Washington will start sending letters to countries today specifying what tariff rate will face on imports to the United States, a clear shift from earlier pledges to strike scores of individual deals. Acknowledging the complexity of negotiating with over 170 nations, Trump told reporters before departing for Iowa yesterday that the letters will be sent to 10 countries at a time, laying out tariff rates such as 20% to 30%.
My inclination is to send a letter out and say what tariff they're going to be paying. It's just much easier. We have, far more than 170 countries. And how many deals can you make? And you can make good deals, but they're very much more complicated. I'd rather, and I've been like this from the beginning, I'd rather send out a letter and say this is what you're going to pay.
The Republican president said is expected a couple more detailed agreements with other countries after earlier announcement of a trade deal with Vietnam. You're still listening to Global Box on Adamimogo 107.7 FM with Doikiti. Coming up next, Russia become first state to recognize Afghanistan's Taliban government. Please join us again.
It is another refreshing time and the outpouring power of God as Christ Apostolic Church, Grace of Mercy Prayer Mountain, Adamimogo, Jesus City, presents Sure Mercy of David, a yearly fasting and prayer program where God is set to heal the sick, deliver the poor, set the captives free, and save the lost. Sure Mercy of David comes up in the month of August, every Friday to Sunday, each week in the month of August 2025, as God will be using his anointed servant, Prophet Sam Olualo Baba Adamimogo, and many other great anointed men of God. Many spiritual singers will be ministering in song as well. Venue CAC, Grace of Mercy Prayer Mountain, Adamimogo, Jesus City, Elamija Village, Lekki Epe Expressway, Lagos State. For one-on-one counseling with Prophet Sam Olualo, register at JesusCityRadio.com. Sure Mercy of David. Don't miss it.
Welcome back and thanks for joining us again. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook via Adamimogo 107.7 FM. For happenings around your news and queries, please contact our newsroom on 0915-786-8095. Now to the rest of the news. Russia has become the first country to formally recognize Taliban rule. The Afghanistan's Foreign Ministry, Amir Khan Mutau, calling it a courageous deal. He met Russia's ambassador to Afghanistan, Dmitry Zinov, in Kabul yesterday, where Zinov officially conveyed his government decision to recognize the Islamic Emirates of Afghanistan. Mutauk said it is a new phase of positive relations, mutual respect, and constructive engagement, and that the shift will serve as an example to other countries. Recall the Taliban have sought international recognition and investment since they returned to power in August 2021, despite report of increasing violations on human rights. A pale of acrid smoke hung over Kyiv this morning following a night of intensive Russia strike that hit almost every district of the capital, according to the acting governor of the southern Rostov region. The hours of darkness were once again punctuated by the staccato of air defense guns, buzz of drones, and large explosions, saying Russia had fired a record 550 drones and 11 missiles during long night of bombardment. The strikes came hours after a phone call between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin, after which the U.S. president said he is disappointed that Putin is not ready to end Russia's war against Ukraine. In the Middle East, a former security contractor for Gaza's controversial new Israel and US-backed aid distribution site has revealed that he witnessed colleagues opening fire several times on hungry Palestinians who had posed no threat, including with machine guns. On one occasion, he said a guard had opened fire from a watchover with a machine gun because a group of women, children, and elderly people was moving too slowly away from the site. When asked to respond to Gaza Humanitarian Foundation (GHF), he said the allegations were categorically false. The contractor, who spoke to newsmen on condition of anonymity, said GHF managers had brushed off his report as a coincidence, suggesting that the Palestinian man could have tripped or been tired and passed out.
When this guy was shooting into this group, this man dropped to the ground and was motionless. Then the other contractor who was staying there was like, "Damn, I think you got one." And then they laughed about it. I brought this to the attention of the leadership directly. I was like, I don't. And then the leadership said to me, "Well, you have no way of knowing that person was hit with a bullet. Maybe they tripped. Maybe they were tired and they passed out."
Recall the GHF began its operations in Gaza at the end of May, distributing limited aid from several sites in southern and central Gaza that followed an 11-week total blockade of Gaza by Israel, during which no food entered the territory. And on entertainment, pop star Katy Perry and actor Orlando Bloom have officially confirmed they have split 6 years after getting engaged. The couple have been romantically linked since 2016 and have a 4-year-old daughter. In a joint statement issued to U.S. media outlet, representatives for the couple said the pair have been shifting their relationship over the past many months to focus on co-parenting. It added that both will continue to be seen together as a family, as their shared priority is and always will be raising their daughter with love, stability, and mutual respect. And finally, on sports, Tyson Fury signed potential fight with Anthony Joshua or Alexander Usyk as the former heavyweight champion contemplate a return to the ring after his wife, Paris, consented to his decision. The 35-year-old King hung his gloves for the for the opened time after a second consecutive loss to Usyk in December, but his retirement appears to be short-lived once again. Speaking at an IBA show in Turkey, Fury reviewed his intentions regarding a potential bout with his British counterpart, Joshua.
I don't want any favours. I want a fair fight, a fair assault, which I believe, and I know I didn't. I won it by 5 rounds. I watched it literally 250 times, and each way, I never ever seen there's a way for him to win. But I know they can do what they want.
The heavyweight star emphasized the significance of the all-British clash, stating the all-British fights with Joshua will be big and would be a travesty for British boxing. And with our sports story, we end this edition of Global Box on Adamimogo 107.7 FM. Just before we go, the highlight again. We told you that here in Nigeria, the government has fixed July 23rd and 24th, 2025 for a national stakeholder forum to address mounting concerns over petrol pricing and supply dynamics in the downstream sector amid growing agitation by independent marketers for price regulation. We also brought to you that United States President Donald Trump has revealed that Washington will start sending letters to countries today specifying what the tariff rates they will face on imports to the United States, a clear shift from earlier pledges to strike scores of individual deals. And finally, we reported that Russia has become the first country to formally recognize Taliban rule, with Afghanistan's Foreign Minister Amir Khan Mukhit calling it a courageous decision. And that's Global Box this afternoon on Adamimogo 107.7 FM.